Greetings, brothers and sisters. Today's title is Christianity a White Man Religion? From the past week or so, the main thing I've been hearing, especially from the black community, is that Christianity is a religion to oppress slaves or black people. Christianity was formed by white men to keep the black man under such and such, that it's a systematic racism stuff and all this whatever. They believe that the Bible condones slavery, which the Bible doesn't condone forced slavery, but they believe that the Bible condones slavery, and the Bible was an outline, a guideline of how the Europeans or the Britons should enslave, how they should enslave people to teach them so they could treat them bad and whatsoever. So today's video, I'll be explaining that the Bible doesn't condone forced slavery, but slavery as an indentured servant to repay debts. And Christianity is not a white man religion. So let's go. So let's start with the slavery issue first. The Bible does condone slavery as an indentured servant, but the Bible doesn't condone slavery as forcing a man to become a slave, kidnapping him, making him whatever, treating him wrong, beating him senseless, whooping him crazy and all that stuff, as we familiar and we see what happened with the slaves during the Atlantic slave trade. The Bible doesn't condone that whatsoever. But let me explain slavery as an indentured servant. Usually when people in the Bible sold themselves as slaves, they really did it for three reasons. The first reason is to pay for debt. So if a poor person didn't have enough money to pay his loan or whatever, his debt to the rich person, he usually worked for him, so it'll pay for debt. Second reason was when times during droughts or famines, poor people usually sell themselves to more wealthy or richer people so they could sustain their families or themselves, so they won't starve to death or die from dehydration. The third reason is men or fathers or whatever, or family, they'll usually sell their children or the daughters or whatever as for a token, a piece of land, something like that, or possession, something like that. They did it that's how they lived back then. But they never did it as a be the man as we usually see with the Atlantic slave trade. But to give most scripture that the Bible doesn't condone forced slavery, as we read in Exodus chapter 21 and verse 16, it says, "Whoever kidnaps a person must be put to death, whether he sells him or the person is found in his possession." So from that verse alone, you should now know that the Bible doesn't condone forced slavery, but it condones the other three slavery that I mentioned. Now the question of the day: is Christianity a white man religion? The answer is simply no. Christianity means you're a believer and follower of Jesus Christ. In the book of Acts chapter 11, the disciples of Christ were first called Christians in Antioch. So Christianity wasn't formed by a white man to enslave black people and put them on ships and chains and all that stuff. No, whatsoever. I'm not saying that as a joke, but Christianity wasn't formed by a white man. Christianity was named for that, was given the name to disciples because they was followers of Jesus Christ, that they followed the teachings of Jesus Christ. So to even explain to the deepest point that Christianity wasn't formed by a white man, let's go to Ethiopia. If you didn't know, Ethiopia was one of the only countries in Africa to not be colonized. So the other countries was colonized. They was sprayed with new doctrines and new religions, such and such. But Ethiopia had a thing on lockdown. They didn't let anything come in that thing at all. Good word, the queen and the king was gonna let any colonizer and give the citizens or whatever new doctrine so they could have a whole out war and rebellion against the queen and queen because the queen and king believe something different. No, at all, no. And if you already know that Ethiopia is mostly predominantly black. So one of Ethiopia's oldest religions is Judaism. And now this newest but oldest religion now is Christianity. But Christianity, like I said, Christianity is completion of Judaism, because Judaism teachings is in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament is the teachings of Christ. So now we live by the New Testament, but not by the Old Testament anyway. But the Christianity is completion of the Old Testament. So that's why the book is the Bible. So if you didn't know, now you know. Now last but not certainly least is this. This is a slave book. If you know what a slave book is, a slave book has only 14 books in that Bible. Like, you know, in the canonical Protestant Bible, it has 66 books. In the Catholic Church, it have 73. And the Eastern Orthodox have 78. The slave Bible only had 14 books. And the books that was in that Bible only focused on a specific group, which were the Israelites or something like that. Or they took out words of encouragement, like in Revelations, mostly the New Testament, when they're talking about how all nations will not be depressed. They took out certain stuff like Exodus, like when Moses said, "Let my people go," about freedom, anything that would result in freedom or free or being released like that. The white people, whatever, the racist white people, not the true Christians. They're not true Christians. They was indwelt by Satan, but they took the Bible so they could colonize or oppress black people, because they took a lot of stuff out the Bible so they could have them focus on what they was given to them. So I hope this video helped you out understand that Christianity is not a white man religion, and the Bible doesn't condone forced slavery. So hope you have a good, blessed week. God bless.